Hello Taurus, and welcome to your intuitive tarot reading for the year of 2019. Now I'm going to start this reading by drawing out your spirit animal for the year. So I have got this new deck. It's an oracle deck called Animal Spirit, and it's made by Kim Krans, who created the Wild Unknown, which is the tarot deck I use in all my videos. This is an oracle deck designed by her as well. And I actually bought this with money from you, the viewers. So occasionally I receive donations through the YouTube channel. In the description there is information on how to do that, and I always invest that money back into the channel. So I have bought this deck with money from you guys, and I'm going to be pulling out a spirit animal for you for the year. So for your spirit animal, Taurus, you have got the dolphin. Intuitively, this card feels pretty happy and content. There are lovely warm colours, and as the dolphin you look free to do as you please and express yourself fully this year. There's a definite floaty energy here, like a higher energy, a special energy. I guess kind of like the feeling of happily floating on your back in a pool under the glorious sun. It just feels like you've got something special and relaxing going on this year for you, Taurus. But I've not used these cards before though, so I will also read to you from the official book that came with the cards what it says about the dolphin, so you get a full picture on this card. So here we have the dolphin. So this is what it says. Innately intelligent, a healer, light and blessings. The gifts of the dolphin are beyond what our human minds can grasp. Dolphin personalities are often drawn to the healing arts as they are sensitive to the subtle and enjoy working on the level of spirit. It's easy for dolphin types to underestimate the impact they make in the world. These creatures play such an important role in the wheel of karma that coming in contact with a dolphin type will change the entire course of your day, and thus your life. This card can also indicate a profound blessing is on the way. So I think that is a really good card for you to have, Taurus. Essentially, there's some great energy here, and this could mean that you have some really good stuff going on for you this year. So now on to the full tarot reading for 2019. I'm going to be reading your cards from January through to December, month by month, and then I will do a summary at the end, recapping on everything that I have said. So for January, Taurus, you have got the Chariot. Now this card might suggest that your 2019 begins with confidence, direction and well-placed energy. You may have some new goals for the year, resolutions or plans that are ahead of you. Whatever you have in mind starts off well and with greater ease than you might have imagined. There is a flair about you in January, Taurus. You know what you want and feel very connected to yourself. There's a great stability here. Now on to February, and for that you have got the Devil, which is slightly less desirable, but not necessarily all bad. This card might show jealousy, obsession or stubbornness flaring its ugly head. Now this could be regarding matters of the heart for some of you. You and a partner might be drifting apart, but you are very stubborn to let go. Others of you, it might be a negative obsession with money actually. I'm getting a sense of greed, and some of you might get sucked into gambling away small amounts in the hope of greater rewards. I feel for the most of you here though, that you are sorely disappointed and just end up worse off. I would say if any of those emotions or tendencies peak in you in February, try and calm yourself and not give in to temptations. And on to March. Oh, Taurus, the Five of Pentacles. So I am definitely feeling that a lot of you are at a loss here in March. Pentacles are more about the material world, so this is likely the frittering away of money or possessions that we saw in the card before. You are definitely worse off for some reason this month. Some of you might experience some other misfortune that puts you out of pocket, a tax bill or medical costs. There's something draining your funds. This definitely feels as if it is relating to money, so watch out for that. Right, so April now, and you have the High Priestess, which brings you much better energy and some really crucial intuition here. I feel like you managed to get a better handle on things around now, and you are seeing a clearer path moving forward. I get the feeling you have a plan and you have a greater clarity on the next steps you need to take to get you to where you want to be, Taurus. And on to May, and you've got the Ten of Pentacles. Now this shows abundance, wealth and prosperity in all things physical. This is like an indicator that things are firmly back on track and that you feel like you have everything you want at this time. A 10 symbolises completion, but also the start of something new. So don't be surprised if you find yourself at the beginning of a new journey as well. You may find that past gains lead to future opportunities for you here. So we're on to June now, and you have got a second 10 in a row, the 10 of Wands. So this is enforcing that message of something coming to a close or something new starting. You should definitely feel this shift happen. Sometimes I see the pile of sticks in this picture as a bit of a tangle though. So you may find this month brings you a little frustration in not quite knowing how to proceed. As soon as you figure out how to make the first new move forward though, I feel the path will be easily cleared for you. On to July, and here you have the Seven of Swords. Now, there is deceit and secrets embedded in this card. This is either you, yourself, hiding the full picture of a situation from someone, or someone close to you is pulling the wool over your eyes. If you are in a relationship, just be vigilant to anything that feels a bit suspicious. If your partner's behaviour changes, for example. Again, I'm kind of feeling that this is relating to finances in some way. So they may be hiding something to do with finances from you. And August next, you have Judgment. So this card might be a warning to not get all high and mighty about something. Don't presume yourself to be better or more entitled. We all have flaws and faults, and in that respect, we are all equal. Any judgment or negative thoughts that you have regarding someone else are only going to be attracted right back to you and come and bite you on the bum. So just watch yourself in August and try and be accepting of whatever happens or of any people that you find troubling. It's also quite okay to remove any toxic people from your life. Friendships change and sometimes they just don't last. So if people are draining your energies and they're not the best friends anymore really, then just try and detach yourself from them. Now September, and you have the Hierophant. So Taurus, for some reason I see this as you receiving a wake-up call. Something happens that sparks a reaction in you. Maybe you question something which you thought you already knew, and this might even work you up to a place of fighting for your rights on something, or for someone else's rights. There's a definite energy of protest here, or fighting for something that you believe in. I'm not quite sure why that is coming through, as that's not exactly what this card means, but that is what I'm getting. And I think whatever the fight might be, that you have the upper hand. So you have the legal documentation or the evidence required to overturn whatever has shaken up your life at this time. Next up, October, and your third major arcana in a row, which makes me feel this might be the most significant part of the year for you. And for October, you have Temperance. So this card is all about being in control of all elements of yourself and your life. You have an ability to balance any conflicting areas and steady the situations out. I feel that you are likely quite stressed at this time, but that underneath the stress, underneath the surface of that, you have a core of stability that is holding you together through this turbulence. I think this card reminds you that whatever dispute you might be dealing with, you are handling it, and I feel like you are now at the tail end of the drama. And November, the Mother of Pentacles. Now this card is feeling very much like a welcomed calm after a few rather choppy and unsettling months for you. I feel like as the year begins to draw to a close, that family is more important to you than ever. I feel like whatever important relationships you have in your life, be that romantic, blood or friendship, they are at the core importance to you right now, and they may have been part of that core stability that you had last month. There's a great comfort and nurturing quality in this card. It feels like any unrest has been resolved and that you now realise how important the people you care about are, more than you have ever realised before. And finally, December, and you have the Three of Wands. I love this card. I think it is a fantastic way to end your 2019 on, Taurus. To me, it feels this is a card of reflection for you. You are taking in the whole year and evaluating, retuning, and setting yourself up for the best start that you could have for 2020. This card is giving you the energies needed to visualize what you want, and more importantly, the initial steps on how to get there. It's basically a great time for visualizing, manifesting, and putting out thoughts of what you are trying to attract into your life. You're setting that ball rolling again for good things to come. So all in all, Taurus, I feel like 2019 is not a bad year for you at all. There are certainly some turbulent and rough times. The tail end of winter and the tail end of summer look like the most troublesome parts, but in between those rocky moments, you have some great energies that you can use to propel you forward and put you in the best position to deal with what lies ahead. I think particularly you end on a high. And despite any troubles that you've had in the year, it definitely feels like the end of the year you are in a much better place than you began the year in. And I feel that the biggest growth you experience is self-development and a better knowing of yourself and what you need. So that was it, Taurus. I hope you have a fantastic 2019. If you like this reading, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again in 2019.